Hello everyone, this is God of the Sneaky Sneak with us, and we are playing Wildermyth today. So we're going to dive straight in with the very first story in the game, which is Age of Ulstryx, where we face off against the Gorgons. So, going into this, we can choose, because it's a story mission, we don't get to choose the main enemy, but we can change the difficulty, which ranges from Storyteller, which is easy, Adventurer, which is your normal difficulty, Tragic Hero, which is your hard, and then Walking Lunch, which apparently is for those who revel in misery. And I think I'm good. I'm gonna go with normal. And we'll keep it on carved in stone, so no retries, no reloads, and not recommended for your first time, which is fair enough. But this is not my first time playing, though you may think differently when we actually get going. Right, so we've got our 3 heroes. We've got a warrior, a hunter, and a mystic. Try and guess which one I'm going to pick. So we every one of these party members, you can customize the name, customize the appearance, and you can change these 2 keywords here, which changes how they interact with the world. So we'll go into our future warrior. We even change things like their gender. So I'm gonna have we'll change the body type, voice. Not that I've ever heard them speak, actually. I wonder if that's something they're gonna bring it to later. And then attracted to anyone. I do not mind. We can make them thin as a rake, or chunky, short or tall. So we'll make them big, and we'll make them a tank. Choose a face type. You can have a rugged, square chin. Choose their facial features. There we go. We'll have this one. Choose the hair. Now there's an awful lot of hairstyles choose from. Absolutely loads. Yep. We're not quite having Elvis. A warrior type. Let's have a look. This one. That one will do. We'll give him a beard. Then you can change the skin colour. We can make him funky. He can be blue, pink, whatever. Or we can choose from the presets down here. Give mine a tan. And choose the hair colour. Again, you can choose for funky hair colours if you want. I'm actually thinking we make him about as red a redhead as we can. There we go. I like that. It's a bit on the neon side. Pull it back a tiny bit. There we go. And then you can choose like the colours, and this will affect the different equipment he gets in the game. So if we clip it onto him, it will change to match his colour scheme, which I think is very nice. So we're gonna keep with the orange and red kind of deal. Pick that yellow and very bright yellow. Oh, look. Daisy yellow. There we go. So here's going to be like fire themed. Then if you want to change those, so we've got Bookish Poet at the moment, but we don't really want that. So we can go down to, where is it? Stats. This is showing his stats, and down here in personality, these are the personality traits he can have. Now, the higher up you are, it takes the top 2 and decides that those are your best ones. So we want to make him... a bit of a hothead. So we can... hothead to the top. I don't particularly want him to be greedy. I'm not a fan of the greedy one. We'll make him a goofball. Hot-headed goofball. And we're just going to change that name real quick. Let's have a look. I like Elaf. Elaf will do. There we go. Right. Now we've got our hunter, which is where all the stealth comes in. So therefore, this is going to be my character. So we're going to change that name up there to Sneak. We're going to allow anyone. They're going to be short, because I am short. And we'll change that hairstyle, I think. She's got the nice cheeky smile that we want. So I've got fairly short hair. So we can go for something like that, or have a look. Really, it doesn't matter that much, but I like to have a good look at my characters. You know what? I like that. Let's keep that. But I am the palest of pale, so knock that up a notch. And I also have the gingerest of ginger hair. Pale surprise. And my favourite colour is blue, so we're going to have some real nice blue on here. And I'm going to go for a really dark purple for the secondary colour. Awesome. And I'm just going to change those stats real quick because I am snarky. But a goofball? No. I'm a leader. So we'll have snarky leader. And then the very last one we've got on here is our mystic. Oh, we've already got a name, Shylia. I like that. We'll have that one. And we're going to make you very thin because you're going to be... Actually, you're a bit too thin there. I don't like that one. And we're going to make you medium height. So we've got one very tall person, one very short person, and one in the middle. And we're going to take off the beard. So change that face type. Oh, that is our face type. There we go. And let's give you a better hairstyle. Not a fan of the weird slick back one. There we go. I like that one. Yeah, I think he's looking good. Make him have blonde hair. Primary colour in the green range, I think. In dark green. There we go. Secondary colour, I'm going to make it in the pinkish red. That's going to stand out real nice. And Aloof Peacemaker, I mean, I like Aloof. Aloof's a good one. That comes from the Loner. But kind of want Bookish to be up there, seeing as though he's our wizard. So we've got Compassionate Intellectual now with our keywords for Shyla. Right, we've got our party. Get cracking. Right, so when you first load into the game, you will get the very first cutscene. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. It's increasingly likely I won't last the night, but that's what books are for, to ensure that our knowledge survives us. Very well then, this must qualify as the beginning. Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Bothered only by aching legs, a young man named Elaf takes the seasonal road to the town of Bunshiton. How long would they believe me if I pretended I lost my voice? I bet I could get her going. Maybe not Shyla. I wouldn't fall for that. Breeze is light that day, birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part. Getting Sneak out of the house, out of the town before dark. I'm sure everyone's going to want to bend her ear, and I'll just be... That's smoke? Fluttering flames roost among the far tops. Elaf hurries towards town, thinking of Sneak, a young woman whom he's known since boyhood. So, between your hunter and your warrior, we can have one of three choices. So we can have a rivalry, we can have a friendship, and we can have a romance. And you know what? Just because that is the tagline, looks like she's starting fires again, it's definitely friendship. Sneak, tell me it isn't you this time. It definitely wasn't me. And rude of you to assume. Okay, so we're on to our first little battle board. So, let's move it around here. So, we have our little 2D character model. The green squares are where I can move to with my first action. So, we're going to move up. And when they go yellow, that means you're going to use your second action and end your turn at the end of that action. So, we'll move up next to the fire, but not on the fire, because we're not terrible. If I want to just double move, I don't want to do it in 2 turns like that, I can go straight for the double here. Now I can open the door. Oh no, I can't. I pressed done by accident. The house still standing at least. Sneak? You're not all burnt up, are you? He doesn't know. Why is no one? The door unlocks. Sneak shoves it open. Hey, do you not smell the... I smell the smoke. Get inside. Slam. Your bow. Yeah, I'm not trying to shoot out the fire, if that's what you're about to say. Actually, there's... That's what I assume that they sound like. A monster in the garden. So yeah, I'm very annoyed. They just rampaged in all of a sudden. Why not kill it? Right, so here I've got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. We're going to go for... We'll go for a pitchfork. That gives us a bit of range, so he doesn't have to be right next to the row to kill it. Right. Right, we've revealed the doe, so it should start moving. Once you've revealed an enemy, it should start moving towards you. Absolutely fine by me. Well done, Elaf. 1 kill murder. There we go, and now we get our experience. And we should get our first character abilities. So, for warriors, you get 3 random ones each time. You can re-roll them if you've got legacy points, but we don't at the moment. So we've got Blood Rage. His melee and range attacks deal more damage based on the percent of health he's missing. So that's if you're playing a bit like a barbarian. Back Slam. As a swift action every other turn, Elaf knocks an enemy up to 2 tiles away, dealing 1 damage. And that increases by 1 damage for each armor Elaf has. So if we get him loads of armor, that does more. And then we've got Thundering Challenge. Once per combat as a swift action, Elaf frightens the enemy, forcing them to spend their next turn running away. Now that's pretty good if we're getting overwhelmed by enemies. Now I think I want to make Elaf a bit of a tank, so we're gonna go for Back Slam. Now Sneak. Oh, it knows me. Look at this. Look, it's perfect. It's given us the choice of Archery, which is a passive attack. Where after a ranged attack against her or any adjacent allies, those are ones that are right next to me, I can counter-attack with a ranged attack of my own. We've also got Ember Arrows, so when standing by a fire, my bow attacks have extra damage. And then I also have Rogue. Every time Sneak kills an enemy, she enters the grave plane for free, becoming hidden. I mean, clearly, it is Rogue. Right, so we've got our first passive, so we'll get some block. We're going to give that to Elaf. And if you hover it over the empty slots, it tells you what it'll increase it to. So, ooh, to be fair, actually, you give it to Sneak, she goes up to 50, which gives her an extra threshold, or we give it to Elaf and start building on those thresholds. So I think we're gonna do that. And you see, because we've said yellow is his colour, it has changed that to a yellowy orange colour. You're a natural, Elaf. You and I work well together. The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris. Some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. We should go. Shyla is alone, unless you think, I'm not sure who's safer, suddenly. He's at that ruined tower by now, probably talking to spiders or a ghost or something. Or another deer monster. Shyla will be waiting for us. What happened today could have happened anywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. In your mind teeth. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, I just think, we said we'd meet him, we should. The tower in the hills, you've been there? Yeah, once. Actually, looking at the tracks, they come and they go. That direction. Elf and Sneak follow the pounded path of monstrous feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. So, let's see, how do I feel about him? We'll go for romance with Shyla. Tower in the hills. A wordless while passes between them. The quiet only heightens their worry. You've always been a little fond of him, I thought. Of Shyla. You mean I have? Oh. Is that true? Well, he's got this amazing way of connecting things. Disparate things. With knowledge, language, ideas. I just like listening to him. And plus, it seems like no matter where he goes, we tend to have adventures. So, we are in Ulstryx. Now we can see, if I scroll out, we can see what will be the world map. So you've got some tiles that you can't go on. So these mountains, they're impassable, we can't go through them. And for the moment, we've only got this area open to us. So we're going to send our people there to scout. And because we've got a hunter, the labour is much quicker. Previous night. The tower where Shyla had arranged to meet Elaf and Sneak is a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knows its rooms and floors so well, he could survive being chased through them. Now I wait, I suppose. Dusk gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive, until that beast breaks through. You really are a curiosity to me, beast. I don't think he appreciates that remark. It's a shame about your attitude. It's a picturesque old tower, perfect for a plot twist. Now it's little more than a strange nest for spiders, owls, and trysting lovers. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. That book. Why have I never... Easy there. I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself. Beast. I'm also wondering, Shyla bends to pull it loose. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. Wildermyth. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories, the folklore of folk long forgotten. The candlelight leaping. Strikes no significant bell. It's the weird story of a child watching candlelight against the ceiling and wishing himself through it to a far realm without grown-ups. The jester and the jailer? Is the farcical tale of a condemned court jester. She convinces her guard that the world inside the cell is freedom, and so the dutiful guardsman removes her. Mama Ulstryx's horn spins the yarn of a mother who drank so much and laughed so freely that she grew a beautiful spiral horn. Her children were very proud. Shyla reaches the last word of the final tall tale. Few blank pages are left. This book. Something in him feels like it's coming loose, but he can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Very well then. This must qualify as the beginning. Here in our yondering country. Shiloh writes, words are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and he's beginning to recognise them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through his body like the sourceless ashes aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. Or in the wild black woods where birds are once belled, a hateful silence churns. Pain lights Shiloh's head, subsides. I made it to morning? He lowers his bleary eyes. His story lies before him in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel powerful? Right, so we get a choice here. Do we want a staff or a wand? I always prefer the staff, to be honest. He slides a branch from the rubble. It's sturdy and it has a palm-loving twist. Well, beast, it's time. I'm getting out of here. So now we've got a mission with just Shiloh, and we get to learn about magic in this game. So we're going to move him into the room. We've got a rager on the other side. So, how magic works in this game is you interfuse objects, mingling your own life essence with a piece of scenery or a blaze. So we're going to go for this torch. And now because we've interfused with that torch, it gives us the option to steal fire. Attack the rager with it. Different objects around the room will give us different abilities to use. Now we'll get our very first mystic abilities. So, we can get Elementalist, we can get Archers, or we can get Mythweaver. Now I actually quite like Elementalist because there's always some sort of fire and wood about, so it's quite a versatile one. So we're going to go for that. And he gets a bit of armour. Although it really helps with him, but... More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. But Shiloh moves quietly, sensing his way in the dark. Daylight lands on his wrist. Cool wind soothes his tired eyes. It's still the same world. He closes the tower door, gentle to make no noise. That was the mystic's art that I did. Right, tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Just one of those things? Things a man's born with that might blossom in his life when he needs them. That's the illogic of stories. It can't truly explain anything. I need to get back to the library. Shiloh? It'll be useful if I figure it out, of course. Hopefully I'm not endangering anything. Shiloh, you're okay? You're okay? You look like it. Hey Shiloh, something happened? Sneak? You're here, and you're safe. Good. Oh, sorry, and you too, Elf. Elf and I only barely made it. See that smoke on the horizon? That's from the town. It burned? Oh! Things are different than they were. Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever seen something quite like this. A monster? Sure we have. We slay monsters. Okay, well, I do magic. Bit of a brag, but you know. Right, so now we've got all our party here. We can assault this place. We've got all 3 heroes. Let's go! Will you guys get mad if I knock? I'm very polite. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, what drove them to attack the town. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Wait, were we supposed to be thinking of a plan? That's embarrassing. Sure, well... So we get 2 different ways of doing this. We've got... courage or we've got stoicism. I'm gonna go for courage. Kill the beast before it kills you. So, because of courage, we get +2 damage / potency for the first 3 turns. So we want to get in there, send Elaf first, get in there and get it going before anything happens. Before our damage wears off. So, because I'm a hunter, I've also got Silk Step, so if I can do that, up there, I am now hidden from enemies. We're going to interfuse this oven. Right, let's open the next door. We've got a raccoon. Now, I don't want to break the sneak just yet, so what we're going to do is steal that fire. And then we're going to move our hunter over there. Move our warrior in to finish off this raccoon. Now Sneak's got a way over here, we could possibly take out that row. Not quite, but nearly. Now that row's going to move up and attack Sneak. Quite a bit of a damage, but Elaf's here for that. There we go, just the 2 enemies. And we always get an item after a battle, so let's have a look. That'll put Elaf up to 5 speed, 6.8 and 5.8. So we're going to give this to Elaf, make him a little bit faster on the battlefield. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluids darken the dust. So calm, accepting death. Not natural at all. Natural if you're suffering. Hey, look at us. Look what we did. Yeah. Day drops, day rises. Dusk is sweet, the sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the old tower up a bit. We'll be working on this place forever, I'm telling you. Someone's got to keep fighting. On our roads, our hills, in our wild places, the threat will only grow. We all feel that. Let's not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land, we'll fight. People need us. We'll give ourselves a name, and make sure it's the one they'll sing. Sounds like you've thought about this. Now, we get to name our company, so we'll get 3 presets that we could use, or we could name it ourselves. They're always amazing. So we'll be called the Snakes of Justice, or the Custodians of the Great Vengeance, or maybe the Army of the Arcane Girdle. Quite like the Snakes of Justice, actually. We're going to go with Snakes of Justice. After that, the 3 of them are inseparable. Rumours are rampant. Heroes are needed. This world is flooded with sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follows the tales of the Snakes of Justice. Be remembered. So, every so often we will get ourselves a calamity where we have cards that are now added to the different decks of enemies, and they could be drawn, or they are passives that happen. So we've got a Rager is now being added to the Gorgon deck. And we've got the choice here of securing this place, or we've also got the opportunity to recruit someone over here. What we're going to do is we're going to probably leave our mystic here to find an item with Sneak, and then we're going to send our warrior over here to recruit someone. Right. I like that. She's pretty cool. Might just change. You know what? I'm not going to change anything on her. She's really awesome. I might just change her personality, that's all. We haven't got a loner yet. I don't think we have a poet anymore. So what we'll do is we'll put that. Poetical loner. There we go. Another soul to stand. You're back! I saw you leave a while ago. Well, all that slaying Gorgons works up an appetite, and Houston still has the best hotcake stack around, so I popped back. Also, we're gonna need more help. Are you interested? I don't know. It's either that or mope around here and probably get roped into repairing old Carson's goat pen or something. And Carson yammins on more than the rest of the town combined. Something to consider. And then she paused and gave me this look and said, "Oh, goat milk is fine. And you want to lie to someone's face about goats, you better pick someone else because, anyway, his son is a strange one, I know, because I've seen the things he gets up to behind the granary. People don't raise kids like they used to back. Some folks get peeved, but I tell them goats just do what they like when you... You're considering it." I am. So you're in? Alright, what sorts of skills do you need most? So, because she's not one of our starting 3, we get to train her as we like, and actually, our warrior's pretty awesome, so I'm going to train her as a mystic, to get a bit more magic going on. So we can leave Elaf here to prepare our recruit. So we've got 2 things going on now in the world. As the time is passing up here at the top, so you can see year 1 spring day, we've also got number of days counting down till the next calamity, which is the next card that's added to the deck. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Elmer Vigil have proven rewarding. So we get some resources which we can use at the end of the chapter to upgrade ourselves. And we also get, if you do the full thing, you get an item. So let's have a look. Shyla goes up to 1, Sneak goes up to 1, Elf goes up to 1.5. Well, we'll go for Sneak because she's the rogue and we need a bit of extra power on that. So they can now come and go scout over here while our boy Elf is preparing the recruit. The Wolf Price. Under the setting sun, a formation of stone catches Shylia's eye. Let me guess, something up there is pissed at us? You never know what you'll find until you look. Upon the hill's summit, nothing's waiting for them. What we have found is a pretty good picnic spot. Then it begins, thrumming. It grows louder and louder until the stone underfoot chatters and shakes. It grows louder until it's a mighty growl, clamorous, thundering. Then it resolves. A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore, cunning and crooning, warning them to run, promising to give chase. The one you hunted so long, through woods and riddles. You have hunted so long for me, and for a brotherhood that should be yours. Do you know my name? A name? It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. They walked my myth over green field and fallow, to the curves and corners of being they walked. Do you know my name? How? How would I? A blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trials, and sealed with a name. You only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name? Lucius! It's like reading a fairy tale from your childhood only to realise how disturbing it is. Shyla doesn't like knowing the name, but is sure it's right. Yes, I am Lucius, your wolf god. Now you may take my oath. Abandon your humanity, my boy, and be blessed as wolf kind. So, throughout the game, you'll get random extra storylines that happen, and some of them, quite a lot of them, lead to transformation sequences, so where your characters will change. And we've usually got the option, so if you don't particularly want that transformation for your character, you don't have to choose it. Like for now, the Wolf God one is very good, but the character it's chosen to put it on is my mage. And my mage isn't going to get up close and personal, so it's not the best. But if I didn't choose this, if I didn't say yes to this, I do believe a certain friend of mine would hate me. So we're going to go for transformation. Shyla kneels, and beneath him are green light pools. Dandelions rise yellow out of the sparse wind-scraped dirt. They grow old and white, throwing their seeds, then wilt to nothing. The god rock he kneels upon hums. It cracks somewhere inside. A shrill, sundering howl reverberates in his skull. Feels like 1,000 megalithic wasps were whining, trapped in this bone jar teetering on his shaky shoulders. Shyla. Now I've got a wolf head! Wolf head, wolf head. And I've got +2 to my retirement age. So your characters have different retirement ages in this game as well. So the more pluses you get, the longer your character will continue adventuring for, and the more adventures you can take them on. They will age though over the course of the adventures, which is a pretty nice touch. He is still preparing our recruit, so we're going to use one of our legacy points and build an outpost here. I'm going to go for hide and fabric, get a bit of both. Yes, our recruit is prepared. So we're going to go with... Ooh, compulsion's a really good one. We can move an enemy. We're going to go for that. Bring them over here and they can join in the fun of cataloguing and building an outfitter here. Excellent, right. Now we've got a party of 4. We can start scouting around. Now you will notice that on this one that there are bracken over it, and that means that gourd guns are infesting this area. They may ambush groups, and it also makes the fight harder because they get a +1 from infested tiles. What we're going to do is we're going to patrol this area first, make sure it's clear, then we can go for the assault. It's now only got a strength of 3 and we've got 4 heroes, so it works pretty well for us. Right, a loud wind. Owl, I guess. Cute little owl? Alright. Gusts rise against them in cold complaint. And the quiet between gusts is gnawed at by night things. The wind, yeah. Others have to be nearby, so... Ah, crazy. Us being afraid, right? You good now? Am I good? I'm great! I'm ready! So we've got 2 different choices here. So we've got Fortitude and Stoicism, and Courage and Cunning. We're gonna go, we went for Courage last time, let's go for this one. So we get armor warding and temporary hit points. And we've got, this shows us how many enemies we've got. So we've got a Rager, a Raccoon and a Roe. So we're going to move our warrior up front and centre and open the door. Now there's nothing there at the moment, but we are going to get him ready to open the next door. Sneak can move in and do the sneaky sneak. We'll get our resident wolfman up there. Go. We're going to interfuse with this stone fox, just ready in case something comes out of there. Right. Oh, still nothing. They bet they're all going to be in that last room, so we're not going to go too far. We don't want to activate them before we're ready to fight. If you move characters next to each other, you get this extra symbol here, which means that they get bonuses to their defense. We'll have those 3 daisy chained. Then we'll move. There we go. Him in. Get the raccoon. Get that raccoon gone. Right, Shila's gonna be next. See what we can interfuse. We can interfuse the cabinet. Yeah, we'll go for the cabinet. Because it's wood, we've got the elemental one. So we'll splinter blast. And we'll get the raccoon. And we hit the rager, but it blocked it, unfortunately. Right, we'll interfuse those tentacles. We'll discus into that rager and that row. Then I should be able to shoot. Well, I can shoot the rager, I can't shoot the row, unfortunately. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to use our discus. These tentacles. Get that row. And we've got a shredded armour. Shoot that rager. Just while we've got Elaf in there. Another point about this game. Warriors level up fastest, followed by hunters, and then followed by mystics. Ooh, Shyla and Elf are now rivals. Good to know. Ooh, Wolf and Cry of Flint Kiln. It's a nice sword. We will give that to Elaf, so he's got a secondary weapon. Oh, wolf weapon. No, yeah, we'll give it to Elaf. Right, so rows are now stronger. They will deal us 1 more damage. What we do is we're going to leave our mystics here to catalogue that, and we're going to send our hunter and our warrior to scout this. Send them last bit of the journey down here. Right, so Calamity's just hit, and now we have the option, if we want, to stop some of these. Now the only ones that we are worried about in this adventure are the Gorgon ones. So we've got the Raccoon's extra health, and we've got the Bogmore. Now if you see the cards here and you stop them using your LP, that doesn't mean that they won't come back later, it just means you've paused them for now. We're not going to use anything, we're going to let those happen. Got that site secured. An ingot and 2 fabrics, and we've got some armour. We're going to give that armour, we're going to give it to Elaf because he needs more armour. Slowly build up that armour on Elaf. Going to give Adora some more speed. Then if we get all of them gathered down here, because we can see there's some bracken below here, and the bracken is now spread over there. We don't want that. Clear that. Problem is, if you don't clear it quick enough, it will get other places. Ooh. Sneak and Elf make an absurd bet. These are opportunities that happen. You don't have to do them, but why wouldn't you? Elf, you always glum about a festival. I don't know. I usually like this kind of thing. Just not feeling it tonight. Yeah, well, you don't have to stay. But, I'm still trying to do my part. Community spirit? Right, yeah. How about a nice calm game of dice? Later. That was rather dull. It was lucky. Honestly though, do you have a secret? I've never seen someone roll that well. No secret. I get on these streaks sometimes. Cards, dice, coins. Now you mention it. I always wondered what would happen if we were to just pick a direction. Direction? Yeah, just pick a direction and go. If I'm really on a hot streak, well, I bet we'll find a magic item somewhere. A magic item? Seriously? Alright, I'm game. Bet you for a new pair of socks, how about that? Yeah, let's go. Then I'm moving off to do this. We can't do the patrol because we've got less than 3 people, so they're going to hang back here. I see the edge of the forest. So this forage has an edge, that's nice. Of course it does, everything has limits, including my patience. Look, it was a joke in the first place, wasn't it? Keep walking until we find a what? A magic item? What even is that? Nice to take a little trip, but the trip's no longer little. Come on, Sneak. Time to go back to our lives. Alright, can we at least check out that castle first? Where there's presumably a magic item? Follow me, Elf! I think we're gonna climb it. They climbed through a crumbling window. You certainly like to make things hard. What? Did you have to say it like that? Giggity. You know how I keep thinking about whoever had to snack all these rocks up, and for what? It's a lot to think about. There's a pretty big gap. You can see through to the lower level. Other things to occupy our minds though. Little trove collected from who knows where. Does it look magical? Not even a tiny bit. Tell you what though. It does look guarded. So we're going to meet our second kind of enemy today. So we've got an armor and warding. And we're facing a butler, which are the mechanical kind, which we find in the next story. We're gonna backslam this guy. Over there. Then we're guardians. So when he comes closer, we get him. There we go, 5 damage. So when he sweeps the floor, he gains temporary hit points. Bit of a pain, but LF can get rid of that. Sneak can do a bit more damage. He's probably going to sweep the floor again if he can. There we go, temporary hit points. Ah, and then attack Sneak. Now we're going to move back. Shoot the bugger. Very nice. Oh, almost at our next level. Well, Big Bone Claws tweezed her last soul, I'd say. Let's not rouse more of them. We can grab some of these materials. Right, that's what I mean. Then back the way we came. Short while later. So, looks like I won the bet. Seems you did. What do I owe you now? Socks? New socks, let's be sure to mention. What you failed to mention is its size. On the journey back, the weather turns. There's a tea house, not far. They don't make it in time and are soaked in the storm, but the tea house is dry, the fragrant teas and later the mugs of mulled whiskey are hot. Here's one more round for you. Thinking about something? Just rain. We get so busy sometimes we don't think about the rain. It's one more obstacle. It's weather, it's worry. Right now, I think it shows how good luck might fly inside dark clouds. I don't know, think back to our journey's beginning. Fortune is the spur of a moment when that strikes restless hearts and sparks an adventure. Luck is the people you share it with. Guess I need another cup. Yeah? Just one more. Excellent, and we get, because it was a little opportunity for me, we get to do some more things. So, we've got the to upgrade Rogue, so also I become hidden on a stunt, which on a critical hit, which is very nice. Ooh, these are all very good. We'll go for Rogue. We'll upgrade the Rogue. And we've got something else on there. Right, back to it. And we can heal as we wander. Oh no! Right. We get when we're ambushed, we get a few options. So we can get temporary damage, temporary health, blazes, or double the chance to crit. And I'm going to go for that because both of these guys are wizards. Near through the grey pines is a sheer granite cliff. Having scouted it already, they know the hidden track down. Escape may be that way, though Gorgons like the send in the path. Grisly game begins. We've got double the stunt chance. Now, you can choose to run away to these exit areas, but if you run, you get no XP for this. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is get ready. So, I've got Shiley over there. Got a door over here. Make sure they're both interfused up. Wait for enemies to get into range. We've only got a raccoon and a rager. So. Ooh, we could do that. Can't quite do that one yet. We'll do Splinter Blast instead. And we're going to do steal some fire from this one. That rage is going to charge most likely. Ah, no. Cool, okay. Get some rocks. Rid of that rager. See, can this discus hit that raccoon? I don't think it can. Withdraw. Can't really infuse anything else at the moment, unfortunately. We're going to discus it off that campfire and into that raccoon. Trick shot! Now that it's near there, we can Splinter Blast. Ah! I was going to say almost kill it, but... Right. Move you up. Use with that rock. Discus you. Very nice. Who said which ambush here? Right, still waiting for everyone, but once they get here, because we've been ambushed, it's cleared the infestation. We can go straight for the attack. I'm just saying, when the job needs doing, and he's doing quickly, some of us bash the skulls, and others stand in the corner and commune with the furniture. I'm not saying which way is better, I'm just saying. Interfusion is a subtle art. It doesn't surprise me that you can't comprehend it. Yeah! Isn't it? I thought I saw a snake, but it was just a vine, I guess. Don't worry, none of the snakes native to the area around Snow Arches are particularly dangerous. Couldn't tell you about the vines, though. They look like they're moving. Yeah! Idora! What do we do? Whatever you do, do it. Let me interfuse with the vines. We've got a 58% chance here. We can do this without risking any more injury than necessary. Let me just focus. Shylea navigated the tangled maze of magic in the vines, his head filled with a horrible cracking and crunching, the world constricted down to pinpricks, and then... cease! He was through. You okay? I think so. You're going to have to tell me how you did that later. Let's hope the Gorgons are as easily impressed. So we've got double stunt chance for this mission. And we've also got a leaf spirit. Leaf spirits are awesome. You've got several different ones. And if you can get your character up to them, they can interfuse whatever weapon they've got with the spirit. So I'm going to try getting my hunter up. We've only got so many rounds to do it, so I revealed a bunch of enemies. So we can interfuse. Look. I'm gonna go for these tentacles first. Not quite enough to get close to that. But we are behind this, so it shouldn't be able to attack us. We are going to have to double move Elaf though. Go. Oof, that was a lot of damage. Yes, we can end next to the leaf spirit. So, it can give me a leaf dagger or a leaf bow. We're going to go with the bow because I'm ranged at the moment. So we get the Shadewood Curve. It grants 2 temporary health to the hero once we've done a critical hit with it. You can also re-roll and give the item a different name if you want. But I quite like that one, so we're going to leave it at that. Backslam. Okay. Go for a discus, see if we can bounce it off a couple. Go. Use that lamp and get a flare. There we go, so we're Raccoon and Row blinded now. Yes. No, Elaf! This is our first big damage, so we have the mortal choice. We can let them die, or we can do the health and speed, which we're going to choose for this one. So our warrior is now gone. Take out these guys without him. Temp health. And we stay in the grey plane because we did a stunt. Now, because I'm a wolf, I've got a bite attack. So this row It looks darn tasty. Oh, it would have been really great if we could have gotten that as well. Sorry, Edora's got one. Nice. There we go. And Elif, even though he had to leave because of injury, he still gets a level. So, we've got Heroism, which is like a generic ability. Stalwart, so as a swift action, he can enable / disable Stalwart, which grants him armor and warding but reduces his speed by half. Engage and backslam. I think we're gonna go for Stalwart. Get more armor. Because that seemed to be his downfall. More armor for you. Elif? You in there? Remember how we used to wonder what we'd do if one of us fell? I said I'd help carry you back, and I meant it. Anyway, I'm glad we're still both here. If you need anything, let me know. Sleep well, brother. You're gonna need it. Right, so we've got a Bogmore. Has now got range on that noxious tongue. Careful of those. We're going to secure this site while Elif is healing. And he's going to now go back to town, which is quite a long way for us. Three Heartwoods, and we get some stunt chance, which is great if you put this on. Or, well, I mean, I going back into stealth if I get stunned, so we're going to give this to me. Right, and then we're going to go control this area. Right, 5 legacy points. I really don't want a Geist yet. We are not prepared for that. And we don't want... Raccoons are annoying, so we don't want them either. We're going to get rid of those for now, so we're just waiting on those, really. He's now back in town, so he's going to heal a lot faster. You heal 2 times as fast. You can come back and join us. Good, Elif, we'll wait for him. Ah. Fortunately, we are now seeing an incursion. What we need to do... We'll do this fight first. And then we'll start putting up defences ready to stop the Gorgon incursion in our lands. On the road to Alera's Dark. Oh. It says it's muddy. Yeah. Hey, you ever think about farming? I mean, if monster kicking wasn't your thing, if you had a little bit of land like this and your worst enemies were hoppers and jays and mean Mr. Frost, what kind of thing would you grow? I'll stick to the staples. Wheat, oats, barley, enough to keep a town fed. Sounds like you. Does it? Me, I'd be a gourd, man. A gaudy. Grow all the funkiest shapes and flashiest colours. Gaudy? Hey, Shayla, what about you? What would you grow? Huh? I guess I'd... Oh. Vast orchard. What kind? Walnut, pecan, hickory, the type that makes good trail food. You have to admit, it sounds at least practical, doesn't it? Roast them and season them. You know what I think? I think you're nuts. Sun's getting low, guys. Ah. This place was a farm once. Did I hear it was muddy ahead? She said so. Edora. For some reason we got retirement age from that. Right, so we've got a Bogmore, a Rager and a Roe. This map. It's quite a big map, so we don't really know which direction to go in. We're going to send our scout first. There we go. Field the Roe, at the very least. fuse with the bones here. Fuse with fungus here. That should give us vision down that way. We'll go with this rubble. And those rocks. Not really sure where the others are, so we're going to take L off this direction. Ah, they're all up in that top corner. Right. Look where we can send L off. Oh no, now I can't shoot. Well, don't want them on the front lines anyway. Withdraw from that fungus. Use with the cooking pot. We'll wait for now. Get that ranger with a bit of damage. Oh, that is a long range. I'm not happy about that. Yes, stunt chance, so we're still hidden. I'm gonna send the door up here because there's some bones around there that if we fuse with, will give us the bone lance ability, which is one of the best attacks in the game. Easily one of the best attacks in the game. Oi! Okay with that. Right, let's go for that Bogmore a bit more. Yes, great damage. I understand the risks. Let's do it. Yeah, when the Bogmore dies, it explodes, which is a bit crap, but stunt and Lover's Vengeance because it tried to hurt Shyla. Oh, not quite a level. You get some health though. So, ooh, give that to Adora. And those will bump her up to the next band. Rose has now gotten a bit stronger. So, now that we've done that, we're going to secure this site with our 2 mystics, and then our hunter and our warrior are going to prepare the defences of this place. Because the path that the Gordons are taking at the moment is straight through the place that we haven't been and down to this windmill. Right, with some dodge. We give that to Elaf. He doesn't have as good dodge as everyone else. Get our 2 mystics up here. We've got 2 defense. Can we get to 3? No, don't quite get to 3 before they attack us, but we are now here to defend. The Gorgons have come. Bleak bellows rise from all around, a beast full of bloodlust and indigo bile. How should the defenders respond? The human will is stronger than steel. So we get different percentages here based on the characters. So 79% chance to charge into battle, 38% chance to use the land to harry their approach, and 81% to stay hidden. So I think we're going to go with the hidden one. See how we do. Concealed in their surroundings, they elude the frustrated eyes of their enemy. Choosing the moment to strike is up to them. Wait for it. So we all now start in the grey plane. And we get flanking attacks that deal extra damage. So, what we're going to do is we're basically going to pull everybody back. To here. We're going to have our mystics interfuse with different things. Interfuse rocks. Hurricane. Right, we can shoot using Roselia. That will then give them a target to run after. Elaf is going to come down here and be the defender down here. Sneak is going to go up to the edge here. Take out that ranger with a stunt as well, so I stay hidden. Right, so their target at the moment is Roselia. She's the only one that they can see. Apart from now it's revealed my warrior, which is absolutely fine because that's what we wanted. So we're going to activate Stalwart because we're not going to move him anyway. Then we're going to use... not with him. With... that guy here. He's going to step into place here. We're going to use Volley of Arrows, which is going to get these 3 big enemies. Kill the Raccoon, which is the only one that had a... well, Bogmores have a ranged attack too now, but we're the only ones that had a ranged attack. I'm going to move Young up, so he's giving a bit more defense there. Try to hit the Bogmore. Oh no! Well, that's not fun. Right, let's have a look. Viscous. Or Shackle. I'm going to shackle that Rager. He's pinned, so he can't move now. I'm pretty sure we need our other warrior down here. Looks like they're all coming from the same direction. Discus. Bogmore and gets the rogue. Try and hit the... nice. Now, we've just got our warrior here, who should, hopefully, do a decent amount of damage to that row. Oh no! She's been pulled to the other side of the barrier. Get our normal guy to kill him. Gonna move Roselia out. Shoot Bogmore. Or not. Right, Roselia can shoot the Bogmore. Somebody shoot the Bogmore! Move Shiloh down. Fuse with rock. Get that Rager. get around there. Oh, blocked! Volley of arrows! Fire at will! I killed it. We successfully defended our lands. Oh, our sneak is so close to leveling up. Now we've got a true Gorgon who's been added to the deck and there's nothing we can do about that. And the next incursion is a very long time away, so we've got time to keep going. Keep going and stop them. Right, we're going to patrol this area. Salt it. If you ever watch a feather burn and try to map the journey of every blown ash, you know something of the futility I have known. I have seen the end, watched it come and watched it pass, many times. I know something of what lies ahead. Elf and Sneak wait for the others to come up the road, taking shelter in an abandoned place they've chanced on another traveller. I've seen a few ends myself. Speak of the earth scaling over, a sky full of cinders, oblivion. That does seem to be what you speak of. Can I ask why? You could say that I have run out of jokes, that I have flown afoul of too many fleets. Rain catches on the thatch. See things written in the turning of storms, in silver wet letters, in shaking pages of rain. I read of dreams left behind this yondering. I read of dooms the years intend. I read until my eyes shine and my stomach roars. I have read of you. I know what you are meant to be. Fate, and tied up in it a lot. The ropes aren't always so solid. No one demands you believe me. You only must endure what happens. The old storage building smells like ancient hay, moist rock, and the burning pine pitch of their torch. The woman's robe moves like it's a part of her. She shrugs. Fortunes were given to crows to tell, and crows were kind enough to share their gift with witches. A witch, well paid, shares fortunes with the wayblind. Here is our next transformation one. So, we can choose. So if you hover over it, you can just see here on the second one that we'll get wings. If we go for the first one, he'll get a bird face. We're going to go with wings. I like the wings best. Then you already glimpse the form your roving spirit must take. You've seen it in your sleep, and it will not shatter you. Huh? Well, I mean, I have this dream that recurs. Wait, so you're saying it does come true? You go winged, but never flying. Fast, but rarely fleeing. Your wander leads you to things you never thought you chased. Yeah? Elf? I don't quite understand, but let me know if you need me to help. Help it happen, or help it stop. The rain will pause in the morning. Do not worry too much, for you will love yourself, lonelier though it may make you. There is a queen, too, in my dream. She halts momentarily, the stillness of a startled bird. Some dreams are only flights of fancy. The night elapses, the rain sounds like a river of dragonflies flowing by. Snoring thunder is occasional and soft, growing ever more distant. Elf and Sneak sleep at some point, taking turns. The woman walks out to the pale pre-dawn, without a sound or a pain or any observed moment of metamorphosis. Elf wakes up, bewinged. They'll continue on to Green Quarry. Hey Sneak, there you are! Elf with you? Couldn't find you in the rain, had to camp. Now he's got wings! Right, so these are a completely different enemy. So we don't have to worry about all the things that have been added to the deck. Try this constrict on this guy. See if we can't bone lance him. Nice, that's their range gone. Oh, I wonder if those Torn children are in the same line. Well, they are, but not close enough. Damn. Oh well. Let's go for that one. Streak that other one. Stop it from moving too much. Elf can move up. Nice. And we've got a 3-star hunter. Right. Ooh, well, Thornfang's good if you're going melee, which I'm fortunately not. Jump Jaw is always good because you can deal damage and pin enemies. And then Fox Flight. So we've got a passive of giving me 1 speed, and then active, which once put on combat I can have dodge on the next 2 attacks against me. I'm gonna go for that. Just in case. Potency, let's have a look. We'll go for Adora. Very nice on her. Oh no! Okay. We're going to secure this site. I'll leave all 4 of them here to do it. And then we'll go on to our very last location. We're gonna get rid of that. Oh, I didn't notice the row 2. My bad. Alright, we've got this site secured as well. Ingots and fabrics, and another potency. Get Shylea up to 2.5, very nice. Ooh, and bonus damage. It's pretty good. That's pretty good for Shylea or Adora, so I'm gonna go with Shylea because he's the elementalist. And I had him first, to be fair. Final location. Make sure we patrol before we go into this. This is the final fight of the chapter. Let's go! None of us knew what had changed the beasts who roamed our lands. We knew something lived inside them. Blue, burning hate that frenzied them, then left them still. A stone sentence, worse and more deadly than any venom. Well, Hammock Gush looks mostly intact, but we should still stay ready. Elaf? Anything? Huh? No, I'm just following you. Personally, I've done expecting things to go smoothly. Yeah, I'm with you. The approach to the town of Hammock Gush is completely silent. See how fast Sneak is now. Just gonna double move everyone up because I know this mission and there's not much going on until we get into the centre of town. We are gonna send Sneak ahead. Yep, this is how the world ends. I don't know what to say. How many more are there? There's tracks. They go up to that barn door. I wonder if there's more stone people in there. Whatever did this, still be inside. Garoo! Here we go. Gorgon, Roe, Bogmore and Raccoon. Somehow I have spotted the Gorgon. We'll add Stalwart and we'll put Guardian on. Get me out of the way. Activate the fox flight so that I can start shooting. Oh no, I'm very glad we did. Have a look. I can discus using these. Oh no. This Gorgon is not filling me with hope. I'm gonna set that campfire ablaze, ready for next turn. Dodge! Oh, it was from behind me all along! Dodge! Up in its face. Yes! Now we're off into the grey plane. I'm hidden now. That wood pile. Oh, we don't want her near these guys that are coming from behind us. If we can't get that organ. Yes! Got the Gorgon with fire! Nice, that's the big threat gone. Got both Rose and the Raccoon. Send Elaf down to deal with this one. Around there. Good shot at the Raccoon. 10 damage, Jesus! Let's do the hollow tree. We use compulsion and make this row move very far away. Nah, I wasn't quite far away enough. Fight. Nice. Right, that's all the enemies around here. I need to get up to this barn. Ah, no way I go is a good way with him. You have wings, be faster. I'm actually going to get them to come out to us because there's lots of things out here to infuse too. Right, gonna do it. Make them come to us. Right. Discus. Steal fire and not do that. It's not that because that's gonna hurt us all. Them though. Get the number of enemies down. Out of stealth, but I did kill an enemy. Oh no, am I out of stealth? I am not out of stealth. Oh no, blocked. Oh no. Get this Gorgon to bugger off back here. Discus it. Shoot it. Hey, leave Elaf alone. Elaf, we need to get you a better weapon, mate. Oh, so close. Well, Shylier's leveled up. Vigil Keeper bow. Ooh, +1. Ooh, +1 stunt chance. But we got the. We're gonna have to change it. I'm so sorry. We got that really nice bow. But the stunt chance is better. And now Shylier is upgraded, so we can do a few different things. Indignance is amazing. Humanist is also amazing. Go with Indignance. My pants are dry. My pants are still dry! Calm down, Elif. It's certainly not your standard plough mule. The hulking carcass steams from its many wounds. Hideous convulsions course along its appendages to the extremities of its body. Then... swipe. No! The thing's tremendous tail flicks across the barn. It plucks up Sneak like she's a straw doll, the weapons falling uselessly from her hands as it pulls her in. Sneak, don't panic! A voice leaks from Sneak's mouth. It's a wrong voice, weird and discordant, like someone fretting and plucking up a fiddle who's never picked one up. Still yourselves, bones stacks. This one speaks my words. I can make it die. You are not alike to us, weak lungs and small minds, stacks of splintering bones, thin blood that will so readily betray you. Why flail for your lives so easy? Be wise now. Will you survive if you hurt her? You think I flail for life as you do? I am Gorgon. The Master Ulstryx has promised us silence. The voice dissolves into a sound like rain or distant waves. Wriggling grips tighten, a tentacle invades Sneak's ear. Stop! Elaf leaps forward, lifting a nearby pitchfork and hurling it with thunderous force. Stop, I said! The tines of the fork sink into the beast's neck. Sneak falls free of its tendrils. As Shylia and Adora rush over to make certain of the Gorgon's demise, Elif supports Sneak, helping her to stand. You're here, Sneak. You're alright. Strange, stony affliction spreads from Sneak's ear. Sneak? This isn't over. I saw its mind. The stone was in its claws. Sneak takes the stone from Shilea's palm, turning it in front of her eyes, catching slender sunbeams that slice the barn wall. The strange polyhedral stone is slick with Gorgon blood. Epicrest. Each face is graven with an intricate image. The word in the Gorgon's head was Epicrest. This town, Hammock Gush, these petrified people, even this monster, I don't want to discount them, but none matter particularly to the bigger picture. The Epicrest glistens sticky and blue. The Gordons have a master, Ulstryx it's called. It's looking for something, some myth or secret. I think the riddle is in the stone. I think we have to find out what Ulstryx wants and make sure he doesn't get it. So I've got minus 25 charisma now and plus 35 loner, and Elaf has some retirement age. And that is the end of that chapter. That is the end of the first chapter of the Age of Ulstryx. So we have a few of the cards removed from the deck. Then we get to see what happens to our heroes during the Years of Peace. The Gorgon's mark grew and crusted over to cover one side of Sneak's face. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day. On his more civilised days, Shileah would drop into town for gossip and tool repairs, but on the whole, he felt clear-headed only among wilder kin. For a good stretch of her youth, Sneak had made a habit of picking up distinctive rocks she found in her travels, keeping them in a pouch by her side. One summer morning, out of the blue, she entrusted her whole collection to a local kid. Just got too big for me. Eudora fell for a shepherd she noticed in the hills. Hand in hand, they would follow the flock for hours in contented silence. So we also get to choose for a couple of the transformations to advance them. So I can give him a crow if I want, but honestly I like him having a two-handed weapon with the reach, so we're not going to do that at the moment. We are going to do it to Shileah though, because we're going to change to a wand instead of a staff. Now we get the choice of upgrading our characters. So I always start with their armour first, so let's give Elaf some actual good armour. So this is using all of those resources that were collected over here. So we could get plate, drop his speed down, but his armour goes up and he's got warding and he's got valiant bracing. So when guarding, he gains an extra armour and an extra warding. Or we could get him ordinary mail, which gives him up to 6 armour and minus 0 speed. But I actually feel like the Graven Clay might be better. It looks really cool, so we're going to go for that one first. He's got best armour we can get him. Then we're going to look at better weapons for Eudora and Shileah. So we've used a lot of our resources now, so you can see these are all greyed out. However, if we click on them, they're still available. What we're going to do is we're going to go for a water staff for her. And instead it's going to cost us some legacy points to do. So we're going to get her a basic 1-star one. But that does give her some extra stuff. And now for Shileah, we're going to go for a fire wand. This is going to cost us 5 legacy points. Now, we can actually get a 1-star Great Spear for Shileah without, for Elaf without having to do anything else. So, or we can get one with stone on it, which shreds armor and pins enemies, which I definitely approve of. So we're going to get that as well. And there we go. Our heroes are now ready to enter the next chapter. Shileah volunteered his 3 days to deciphering the Epicrest. This is true. It hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dripped along. Meanings of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years. But today, something in his research slides into place. There's history here, and he can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had a few years of relative peace. It's not what we thought. Sneak, love, listen, imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army, out of just normal folk. I suppose I'd find the ones I trust first and be organised about it. Purposeful, you'd want the right people commanding. A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancients and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstryx, our Master of Gordons, needs this thing? What is it? Some kind of divine spear? A symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it? Yeah, that's what I believe. And why does it need to do that? Why does it need the spear? Or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstryx? And interesting questions. All interesting questions, but what I know is what I learned from the Stone and Meager archive. I was able to find other records of epicris. Rubbings, that was my first clue. An epicris is like an ancient storytelling device. A way for telling a time-honoured myth, but maybe in a different order or fashion. That's what I think. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know that tall tale? Kind of a poem or a song in some places. Queen of the Seas? I know it well, actually. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost. And according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is? But they've got a pretty big head start, so I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but Gorgon sightings are picking up again. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused, and we couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? As long as we stand together, we're a wall no storm or season can topple. Shadows deepen. All monster hit groups will draw an extra card in every battle. There we go. There is our end of chapter 1. Thank you very much for joining me. Join me next time for chapter 2.